Bringing the hands back under the shoulders simply to support you lifting up. Keep the body active as you come back to hands and knees. Round the back into a deep cat posture. And find your way into downward dog. Feel that length in your spine once again. Walking the feet forward and turning the toes out beside the wrists, we'll come into a nice deep squat, malasana. Sitting the hips down and back as you bend the knees deeply. Hands can stay on the earth or come to the heart. Pressing palms together to help you lift the heart towards the thumbs, get more length through the spine. If the heels here are very lifted, you could place a rolled towel under the heels or roll up the front of your mat and use them under the heels for balance. Bringing the hands back to the earth if they're lifted. We'll press through the feet, lift from the pelvic floor muscles, press into the feet, lift the seat up. That's our inhale. Exhaling to lower the seat back into the squat. Good, flowing here. Inhaling, activate. Exhaling, release. 3 more. So we're doing 5 right now. You could do up to 10. And only bend as deeply as is comfortable on your knees. No deep pinching or pulling at the knees. After your 5 or 10, we'll lower back into the seated malasana or the held malasana. And another option here as we hold once again, hands on the floor or at your heart, is to place a block, a bolster, some sort of sturdy support underneath the seat. Relaxing here, relax the seat, let the low back feel really long. One more breath. Lowering the hands to the mat. Coming forward to the knees and then walking the heels back. We're coming into frog. So the heels turn in as the toes turn out and the knees are wide. We're coming to almost lay on the belly with bent legs. You can use your blanket for support as well here under the feet. You can come to forearms. You could come with a bolster under the arms. This is deep. Find your breath. We're starting with engagement. So engage the inner thighs towards one another. Lift the pelvic floor, front of the pelvis. Make sure the crown of the head is drawing forward so the neck doesn't feel jammed. The whole body is working here. We're stimulating right around those ovaries, around the pelvic floor. Two more active breaths here, squeezing inward, hugging inward. Using our next exhale to slowly let go of the muscles of the inner thighs, let go of the pelvic floor, let yourself sink into this posture. Don't necessarily sink the belly. Leave a little engagement there. We don't want to hurt the back. Breathing here, melting towards the earth. Once again, we'll engage in order to come out of this. So engage the muscles of the legs, engage the pelvic floor, lift the heart. Slowly start to inch the knees forward or towards each other. Take your time. Sit back on the heels as the feet come together. Give yourself an upright seat for a couple of breaths. Just feeling that nice alignment at your center. We'll make light fists with the hands. So the thumbs are on the outside. We're not clenching. The fingernails, you can see them, they're not tucked in. And we'll take those fists and place them right inside of the hip points. This is our ovary stimulation right here. And come into child's pose with those fists at the hip line. Your head could be on a towel or a block for support if it doesn't reach the earth comfortably. And we're breathing here. If you have a small like racket ball or massage ball, you could use that in place of your fists. It's something to put some attention and some stimulation right here. Nice deep breaths into your back body, feeling the breath wrap from the belly to the back. 3 more breaths. The twisting and bending postures of our asanas, when we hold them, they place pressure and then release that pressure on the glands of our endocrine system. So we stimulate them and regulate their secretions. As you're ready, rising up, releasing those fists. Yeah, we're going to rise up to the knees. So we just compress the front body. We're coming to a kneeling position now to open the front body. You could always place a blanket under the knees or roll the front of your mat up to give you extra support. If you have a block, you can take that beside your right heel. And if you had a second block, you could place it between your knees, but we want to, or between your inner thighs, we want to keep some integrity of not splaying the knees out here as we prepare for a camel sequence. Inhaling, lift the arms. Exhaling, twist open to the right. Good. So you could stay here to start. Find your steadiness here, your length from the knees, pressing down to the crown of the head, lifting up. We'll inhale here, reach through the fingertips, and exhale, lower the right hand down to the block. The left hand coming to the sky. Pressing gently into the front of the thighs and lift it off of the waistline through the heart. Eyes can stay up, or if it's more comfortable with the neck, they can look towards the right hand in that block. One more breath. In order to lift out of this, we have to draw down through the knees, lift through the pelvic floor, and lift through the abdominals all the way up. Exhale, have a seat back down onto the heels. Take a couple of breaths here, nice and upright. We'll repeat this on the left side. You can move your block over to the left to prepare. Coming to the kneeling position and establishing that alignment of drawing inward, the inner thighs, the pelvic floor, and lift it through the heart line. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, twist to the left, opening through the chest. Inhaling to extend through those fingertips, lift through the crown, and then exhale, take that length back with you. As you deepen the opening through the front body and give that nice compression to those adrenal glands again, to the kidneys. Once again, adjust your gaze for your neck, for your deep breath. Engaging with an inhale, hugging inward as we lift up. Exhale back to the seat, and this time folding into child's pose. You can leave the hands free. They could be outstretched or down by the heels. Keep the knees fairly close together to give you a nice counter shape in the back body. Relax through the face. Relax through the neck and shoulders. Relax through the belly and let the breath get deep. 3 more breaths. From here, wrap the hands around the heels or the shins. Press into the shins, lift from the pelvic floor, lift the seat and round the back. Allow the crown of the head to drop to the earth or close to the earth. Ideally bringing some stimulation to the crown of the head if that's comfortable. Rabbit pose. Good core work, but nice lengthening for our neck and shoulders and stimulation to the crown for focus. One more breath. Slowly releasing the hips with an exhale and rising up through the torso when you're ready.